Hua Mingxiao was the ice queen of the university. 3 years ago, on a particular night, Ling Chen happened to see her rushing out with a look of sheer terror, her body swaying because she had been drugged. She grabbed his shirt, her voice trembling, "Please, take me home." Ling Chen brought her back, intending to call the police, but she stopped him. That night, an unexpected incident occurred, inside Ling Chen's cramped, old rented room. A knock sounds at the door. He opens it and stands frozen at the sight of Hua Mingjiao standing there, leading an incredibly adorable little girl around 2 years old. Hua Mingjiao, her face maintains its usual cold pride, but a flicker of embarrassment crosses her eyes. She leans down, gently nudging the little girl forward. "Qian, come here and say hello to Daddy." Ling Chen, eyes wide with shock, his body stiff. His gaze darts between Hua Mingjiao and the child, who bears a striking resemblance to him. "This child, is she mine?" Hua Mingjiao sighs softly, her tone somewhat reluctant but firm. "I became pregnant with Qian after that time. The doctor said my constitution is very weak. This might be the only time in my life I could carry a child. So, I gave birth to her. Originally, I planned to raise her myself without bothering you. But, other children have fathers, and Qian longs for one too. Besides, I've been very busy lately. Could you look after her for a while?" Just as Ling Chen is reeling from the shock, a cold, mechanical voice rings out in his head. System allowed. Robotic voice. "Ding, the Super Dad system has been activated. Host, have no more doubts, the girl before you is your biological daughter. The system will support you and help you become an invincible Super Dad." Ling Chen snapping out of it, a surge of immense joy suddenly wells up within him. He flashes a bright smile and hurriedly clears a path. "Mingjiao, please, both of you come inside." Hua Mingjiao shakes her head and hands a small suitcase to Ling Chen, maintaining a certain distance. "I won't be coming in. Qian is indeed your daughter. You don't need to doubt that. You can get a DNA test if you wish. As for us, there's no relationship between us." Ling Chen takes the suitcase and kneels on one knee to be eye level with the girl, his voice tender and his eyes sparkling with affection. "Qian, hello. I am your daddy." Hua Mingjiao leans down to stroke her daughter's head, a rare, thin smile appearing on her lips. "Haven't you been asking for your daddy every day? From now on, just like other children, our Qian has a daddy too." Lin Xiaoqian, her large, round eyes light up. She lunges into Ling Chen's arms, wrapping her hands around his neck, her voice high-pitched and sweet. "Daddy, does Lin Xiaoqian a good girl, Daddy?" Hua Mingjiao straightens up and hands Ling Chen a memo. "This is my contact information. Contact me if there's an emergency. If it's nothing urgent, don't call." Her clothes are in the suitcase. She's a bit of a picky eater, so pay extra attention to her meals. Just make sure you get her to kindergarten on time. After speaking, she turns to instruct her daughter. Hua Mingjiao, her eyes showing a trace of lingering reluctance. "Qian, you have to be good and listen to Daddy while you stay here. Mommy has some business to attend to. I'll come to visit you in a while." Lin Xiaoqian clinging to Ling Chen's neck, she nods obediently. "Mommy, don't be scared all by yourself. I'll stay with Daddy for now. Daddy must be very lonely all alone." Hua Mingjiao is stunned for a second by her daughter's maturity. She turns away to hide her emotion and walks away decisively. Ling Chen cradles the small child in his arms, a sense of warmth spreading through his entire body. Lin Xiaoqian nuzzles her cheek against Ling Chen's shoulder, giggling. "Daddy, I am so happy. The other kids have daddies, and now I have one too." Ling Chen carries Qian into the living room. The small apartment is sparsely furnished and simple. Lin Xiaoqian looking around, her innocent eyes blinking. "Daddy, your house is so small." "Ha ha ha," Ling Chen chuckles, gently stroking his daughter's nose. "Was your old house very big, Qian?" Lin Xiaoqian spreads her arms wide in an exaggerated gesture. "Yes, Mommy's house is huge, just like a castle, but sometimes Mommy isn't home, and I stay with the 2 nannies. I am not happy then. I like Mommy and Daddy. Daddy, do you like Xiaoqian too?" Ling Chen kisses the child's forehead, his gaze resolute. "Daddy likes Xiaoqian very much. Of course, I promise I'll find a better house in the next 2 days. Xiaoqian, let me ask you something. Does Mommy ever bring any other uncles home?" Lin Xiaoqian shakes her head vigorously, her eyes bright. "No uncles at all," Ling Chen muttering to himself, the corners of his eyes crinkling. "So there is still hope. Xiaoqian, go play for a bit. I am going to unpack your things." Ling Chen drags the suitcase into the bedroom. When he opens it, he pauses. Tucked inside the layers of clothing is a small pouch containing several thick bundles of cash. He estimates it to be around 60,000 RMB. Along with it is a handwritten note from Huaming Jiao. No content. Ling Chen, this is 3 months worth of living expenses for the both of you. I know you are currently unemployed. Take care of Chen Qian for now. Once she starts kindergarten, you won't need to look after her full-time anymore. Ling Chen holding the paper, he sighs softly with a wry smile. Huaming Jiao is very thoughtful. She was afraid I'd mistreat Xiao Qian, so she intentionally left living expenses. But Chen Qian is my daughter. As a father, it is only natural for me to raise and care for her myself. I absolutely will not use her money. He carefully places the money back in the bag and puts it away. Shortly after, he begins arranging Chen Qian's clothes in the wardrobe. System, a notification sound rings out. Host has completed unpacking. System space has been unlocked. The space has a volume of 1,000 cubic meters and can store any item the host touches. Ling Chen eyes wide with surprise, thinking to himself. I unlock system space just by unpacking? Even if there are no other benefits, this 1,000 cubic meters space alone, if I use it well, I can make a fortune. He plumps down on the edge of the bed, scratching his head, his emotions a mess. Life is truly miraculous. I've been single for 24 years, and then out of the blue, I have such a cute daughter. I'm happy, but also a bit overwhelmed. Becoming a dad so suddenly, I haven't quite adapted yet. I wonder if I should tell my parents back home. No, let us get the shopping and the new house sorted first. Once I've settled into the role of a father, then I'll report to the higher authorities. He stands up, takes a deep breath, and walks back into the living room. Ling Chen smiling. Lin Xiaoqian, what would you like to eat for lunch? Lin Xiaoqian cheering and clapping her hands. Daddy, I like meat. I like eggs too, but I don't like green vegetables. Green vegetables don't taste good at all. Ling Chen walks over and pats her head, feigning a serious face while his eyes remain full of laughter. You can have meat, but you must eat your greens too. If you only eat meat, you'll get a tummy ache. At home, do you usually eat what the nanny cooks? Lin Xiaoqian nods, then leans closer to Ling Chen, whispering as if sharing a state secret. Ha! Daddy, let me tell you a secret. Mommy isn't as good at cooking as the nanny, but if Mommy cooks, I try to eat a little more. Ling Chen surprised. Why is that? Lin Xiaoqian lowering her eyes slightly, her voice tinged with sadness. Because Mommy is always busy and isn't home often. If I eat a lot and Mommy is happy, then I get to see her more. Ling Chen feels his heart squeeze at the heartbreakingly mature realization of this 2-year-old. He sits down and pulls her into a tight hug. Lin Xiaoqian, Mommy is busy, but Daddy isn't. Daddy will have lots and lots of time to spend with you. Lin Xiaoqian looks up, eyes brimming with tears, but her mouth smiling. The other day at school, a friend said I didn't have a daddy. They were all wrong. I have a daddy, and my daddy is the best daddy ever. Ling Chen rubs her back to comfort her. Xiaoqian, what about your maternal grandparents? Lin Xiaoqian shakes her head. Grandma is sick. Grandpa is taking Grandma abroad for treatment. I miss them so much. Ling Chen gently stroked her hair. They must miss Chen Qian very much too. When they have time, they'll come back to visit you. Lin Xiaoqian blinks, asking curiously. But Daddy, why didn't you come find Mommy and me before? Ling Chen pauses, inwardly lamenting. That night with Huaming Jiao was just an accident. The consequences of that accident were immense, having tangled with a beauty as sublime and haughty as Huaming Jiao had pushed his standards for a girlfriend far too high. As a result, he had remained stubbornly single until now. Ling Chen changing the subject, he stands up with a smile. Xiaoqian, play here for a bit. Daddy is going to the kitchen to cook for you. Lin Xiaoqian nods obediently. Okay. Ling Chen rolls up his sleeves, enters the cramped kitchen, and begins busy work chopping vegetables and preparing meat. System voice echoes. Post, your cooking skills are beginning to improve. For every hour spent in the kitchen, you will gain 1 year of practical cooking experience. Ling Chen eyes shining, thinking in shock. 1 hour of cooking equals 1 year of experience? That's insane. At this rate, I'll be a culinary grandmaster in 10 days or 2 weeks. As time passes, all sorts of knowledge regarding temperatures, marinating, and knife skills flood Ling Chen's mind. This experience quickly merges with his body, making his movements fluid and his chopping as swift as a professional chef's. 30 minutes later, 3 steaming, beautifully presented dishes are served. Ling Chen looking at the plates, clicking his tongue in disbelief. My God, did I really make this? The mouth-watering aroma quickly wafts into the living room. Lin Xiaoqian trots into the kitchen, sniffing the air. Daddy, it smells so good. Is cooking tiring, Daddy? Ling Chen laughs loudly, picking her up. Aha, I'm not tired. Come on, let's wash your hands. We have to wash our hands before we eat, right? After washing her hands, Ling Chen places Xiao Qian on a chair. Only then does he realize a problem. Ling Chen frowns at the stool. Oh no, I don't have a high chair for kids. The table is too high. Xiao Qian can't reach the food at all. It looks like I really need to move house quickly. Ling Chen pulls his chair close. Xiao Qian, sit next to daddy and I'll feed you. He uses a spoon to scoop a tiny piece of lean meat with some white rice, blows on it to cool it down, and feeds it to his daughter. Lin Xiao Qian chewing away, her eyes wide with amazement. Daddy, your cooking is much better than Mummy's. Ling Chen chuckles, putting a finger to his lips in a secret gesture. Then let this be our little secret. Don't tell Mommy, or she'll be sad. Lin Xiao Qian covers her mouth, nodding repeatedly. Okay, our little secret. The meal passes happily, but Ling Chen notices that Lin Xiao Qian truly hates vegetables. Despite his stir-fried greens being delicious, she keeps her mouth shut tight and refuses to eat more than a tiny bit. Ling Chen doesn't force her. Ling Chen thinks to himself, just wait until Daddy's cooking skills level up more. I refuse to believe I can't fix your picky eating. Lin Xiao Qian, full and satisfied, she yawns and rubs her eyes. Daddy, I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed. But if I sleep, you won't quietly leave, will you? Ling Chen, his heart melts, his voice deep and warm. Of course not. Daddy will definitely stay home with you. Ling Chen carries his daughter to the room and gently lays her on the bed. He had just washed and replaced the bedding yesterday, so the faint scent of sunlight remained, making it unnecessary to change. He sat on the edge of the bed, watching his daughter's chubby, sleeping face, his eyes overflowing with adoration. My precious daughter. She is adorable no matter how I look at her. Once she is sound asleep, Ling Chen heads to the kitchen to clean up. Ling Chen gathering the dishes, he asks. System, does washing dishes increase cooking experience? System responds. Yes, washing dishes is part of the culinary domain. Your experience will continue to increase. The system awards you a like for your diligence. Ling Chen smiles proudly. After finishing the dishes, Ling Chen clearly feels his culinary expertise becoming even sharper. He looks around the messy apartment. Ling Chen muttering. Time to clean up. When I was living alone, I could be as messy as I wanted. Now that Xiao Qian is here, the dirty environment could easily make her sick. He grabs a broom, mop, and rags, rolls up his sleeves, and begins a deep clean. An hour of sweat-soaked labor passes. System notification. Host has performed high-intensity housework for 1 hour. Physical constitution increased by 1 point. Note the constitution of an average adult male is 60 points. Ling Chen wiping sweat from his brow, intrigued. System, what is the constitution of a top-tier boxer? System. The constitution of a peak boxer is approximately 3 times that of an average male, around 180 points. When constitution doubles, actual combat power can increase by more than 10 times. Ling Chen. What is my current constitution? System. Host's initial constitution was exactly average at 60 points. With a 1-point increase, it is now 61 points. Your daily limit for increasing constitution through labor or exercise is 3 points. Ling Chen nods in satisfaction. 3 points a day, that means in just 1 month I'll be a superhuman. After finishing the cleaning, Ling Chen sits on the sofa and takes out his phone to search for rentals. He looks for apartments in the nearby high-end Ziyuan residential area. Ling Chen frowning at his phone screen, muttering. The smallest unit in Ziyuan is 160 square meters. The cheapest rent is over 15,000 RMB a month. So expensive, should I stay here? He hesitates. If he were alone, he would never consider such a steep rent with his meager salary. But now he has a little daughter and has awakened the system. If he rents the 15,000 RMB unit, 1 month deposit plus 3 months rent upfront, it will cost 60,000 RMB. He currently has about 60,000 to 70,000 in his savings account. Ling Chen's gaze hardens with resolve. Ming Jiao left 60,000, but I don't want to touch her money. I have the system now. Making money won't be a problem in the future. If I rent a rundown place and have to move again soon once I have more money, it'll be exhausting. I must prioritize Xiao Qian's living environment first. Just as he makes up his mind, the sound of muffled sobbing drifts from the bedroom. Panicked, Ling Chen rushes in. Ling Chen rushes to hug the little girl sitting on the bed, sobbing. Xiao Qian, what's wrong? Daddy is here. Don't be afraid. I am right here protecting you. Lin Xiao Qian clinging to Ling Chen's shirt, her face tear stained, her voice sobbing. Daddy, I woke up and didn't see you. I was scared Daddy had abandoned Xiao Qian. Ling Chen caressing her small back, smiling painfully. Silly girl, how could Daddy ever leave you? I promise from now on, I will never abandon Xiao Qian. Come, let us pinky swear, whoever lies is a dummy. Lin Xiaoqian stops crying and extends her tiny pinky to hook with Ling Chen's, a smile blooming on her lips. Pinky swear, Ling Chen softening his voice. Xiaoqian, what do you usually do at home in the afternoon? Lin Xiaoqian thinks for a moment, pouting. If mommy is home, she teaches me ancient poetry, teaches me to draw, and sings to me. Daddy, later I'll tell mommy to sing for you, she sings very well. Ling Chen laughs awkwardly, breaking into a cold sweat. That might be a bit difficult, sweetheart. What about when mommy isn't home? Lin Xiaoqian a bit dejected. When mommy isn't home, I play by myself. Sometimes the nanny pushes my stroller outside for a walk. The nanny isn't as good as mommy. I like mommy and I like daddy too. Ling Chen stroking his daughter's head, his heart filled with love. Though the child was small, she was very perceptive. She could feel with her pure heart who truly treated her well. Xiaoqian, let us go look at a new house. We removing. This house is too small for the two of us. Lin Xiaoqian claps her hands and cheers with joy. Yay, moving to a new house. Daddy, does that mean I can buy lots of toys later? Mommy's house has lots of toys, but Daddy's house doesn't have any. Ling Chen lifts her up. No problem, let's go. Ling Chen carries his daughter out. The Ziyuan residential area is about 2-3 km away. He decides to walk and carry her the whole way as a form of exercise. System voice rings out. Post is carrying daughter while walking. This action counts as physical training. Must maintain for over 5 minutes to take effect. Ling Chen muttering internally. The system sure is talkative. Carrying my beloved daughter for more than 5 minutes is nothing. Combined with the housework earlier, my constitution will definitely increase by 3 points every day. Lin Xiaoqian wrapping her arms around his neck, asking caringly. Daddy, are you tired from carrying me? If you're tired, Xiaoqian can walk by herself. Ling Chen feeling his heart melt. I'm not tired at all. You really are. Daddy's warm little padded jacket. At a real estate agency near Ziyuan. Ling Chen speaking with the agent. Hello, I'd like to rent an apartment in Ziyuan. I need the interior decoration to be eco-friendly since I have a small child. Do you have any recommendations? Real estate agent flipping through documents, smiling. Mr. Ling, I have a unit with high-end, safe decorations. However, the situation with this one is a bit unique. The owner originally listed it for sale, but the market has been sluggish lately, so they've switched to renting it out temporarily. Ling Chen. Unique how? Real estate agent. It means the owner still prioritizes selling. If the market improves and a buyer appears, they will sell it. Also, the apartment is brand new and has never been lived in. Since you have a child, it might be a bit troublesome if the furniture gets damaged. Would you like to take a look? The agent leads them to the apartment. Upon entering, they see a spacious, airy area with exquisite furnishings. Lin Xiaoqian eyes wide, running around. Wow, Daddy, I love this house. I promise I'll be good and won't break anything. Ling Chen, seeing his daughter's bright smile, turns to the agent. My Xiaoqian is very well behaved. She won't cause trouble. If something does get damaged, I will of course compensate. By the way, how much is the rent? Real estate agent. The listed price is 15,000 RMB month, no discounts. Requires 1 month's rent upfront and 1 month's deposit. The lease term is flexible. The biggest advantage is that the landlord will cover the entire brokerage fee. Ling Chen eyes lighting up, thinking. 1 month's rent plus deposit and no agent fee. That's perfect for my current tight finances. Speaking aloud, but if the landlord wants to sell, will people be coming to see the house constantly? Why do they want to sell? I have one small request. Real estate agent. The owner's son is going to study abroad, which is quite expensive, so they need to sell to cover the costs. As for viewings, we group them into a fixed time slot each week, never exceeding half an hour. What is your request, Mr. Ling? Ling Chen. My request is no viewings are allowed for the first 3 months. If I find it comfortable and the price is right, I might just buy it myself. Real estate agent surprised but quickly nodding. Wait a moment, I'll call the owner right away. After a few minutes on the phone, the agent returns with good news. The contract is quickly signed at the office. Ling Chen receives the keys to the new home. Ling Chen. Xiaoqian, we will officially move in tomorrow. Ling Chen doesn't take his daughter straight back to the old room but returns to the rented apartment. Lin Xiaoqian confused. Daddy, why are we back here? Are we moving tomorrow? Ling Chen rolling up his sleeves. This place is new but has been empty, so it's a bit dusty. I'll clean it up first so we can move in and start living here right away tomorrow. Lin Xiaoqian eagerly rolling up her sleeves just like her dad. Okay, I'll help you. The father and daughter work together, cleaning and sweeping through the large house. System notification. Ding. Hostess performed labor. Physical constitution increased by 1 point. Today's constitution has increased by a total of 3 points, reaching the daily growth limit. Ling Chen wiping sweat, laughing heartily. Wonderful, Xiaoqian, let us take a break. We've clean enough. Lin Xiaoqian face a bit dusty, grinning. Daddy is so good. I can't wait for tomorrow to live in our new house. Ling Chen looking around the upscale apartment, thinking to himself. I need to figure out a way to make money quickly to buy this place outright. Otherwise, if the owner sells it to someone else, Xiaoqian will have to move again, and she'll definitely cry. On the walk back to the old room, passing a second-hand bookstore, Ling Chen stops to buy a few fairy tale books. Lin Xiaoqian holding a book, her eyes full of anticipation. Daddy, can you read me a story first when we get home? Ling Chen patting her head. Of course, but I have to cook dinner for you first. Back at home, Ling Chen takes her to the balcony to catch the breeze and opens a book. Ling Chen. Xiaoqian, this story is called The Ugly Duckling. Once upon a time, Ling Chen uses a deep, expressive voice to tell a story to his daughter. System notification. Ding. Hostess fairy tale reading and composition skill has been activated and upgraded. The difficulty of leveling the skill is lower than physical constitution. Accumulate 10 hours of storytelling, reach Grandmaster level. Accumulate 20 hours, reach Great Grandmaster level, the highest realm in the world. System note: level 1 novice, level 2 proficient, level 3 master, level 4 grandmaster, level 5 great grandmaster. Ling Chen calculating to himself. Amazing, 20 hours of storytelling and I'll be the best storyteller in the world. Lin Xiaoqian tugging at Ling Chen's arm. Daddy, why did you stop? Are you tired? Ling Chen snapping back to reality. Oh no, I was just thinking. Xiaoqian, look at the pictures for a bit, I have to go cook. We having your favorite meat dish tonight. Dinner is a warm affair. Ling Chen continues his attempt to coax her into eating vegetables, but Lin Xiaoqian holds her picky ground, only begrudgingly eating a single tiny leaf. After bathing, Ling Chen changes his daughter into her pajamas and heads to the bathroom. When he comes out, he finds Lin Xiaoqian hugging her pillow and sobbing softly. Ling Chen panic-stricken, he steps over. Xiaoqian, why are you crying? Lin Xiaoqian sobbing, wiping her eyes. Daddy, I miss mommy. Ling Chen pulls her into his arms to comfort her. Good girl, mommy will come visit in a few days once she finishes her work. Mommy is busy making money right now, we shouldn't bother her, okay? Come here, let me finish the ugly duckling for you. Under Ling Chen's deep, captivating voice, Lin Xiaoqian falls into a deep sleep in less than an hour. Ling Chen watching her sleep, smiling faintly. Having a cute little daughter, the system awakening, peak cooking skills, strength and constitution, and improving storytelling. It truly has been a perfect day. Oh right, system, if I actively go out and train other things, will more skills appear? System responds coldly. Host, intentional actions performed solely for profit will not trigger skills. Skills only emerge naturally through the process of sincerely accompanying and caring for your child. Ling Chen nodding. That's fine too. No need to rack my brain trying to grind for levels. At the same time, at a luxury bar in the city center, Hua Mingjiao is having a drink with her best friend, Xinjing. Xinjing swirling her wine glass, looking at her friend. Mingjiao, what is troubling you? Are you worried about having too much money and not knowing how to spend it? Hua Mingjiao sighs, taking a sip of wine. Ivy brought Qingqian to Ling Chen's place. Xinjing eyes wide with surprise. You want to be with Ling Chen? Hua Mingjiao shakes her head decisively. Not at all. He and I belong to two different worlds, we aren't compatible. It's just, Qingqian kept crying for her father. She's over 2 years old and starting to understand things. Seeing other kids being picked up by their dads at school made her very envious. Other kids teased her, saying she didn't have a dad, which made her very sad. Xinjing. Then haven't you thought about finding a suitable person to marry? Hua Mingjiao, her gaze darkens, her voice dropping. I likely won't be able to have children again, so I have no intention of marrying. Besides, for me, having Qingqian is more than enough. Xinjing. Ling Chen is Qingqian's biological father, so what are you still worried about? Hua Mingjiao. He is him and I am me. Sharing a child isn't an issue. What I worry about is whether Ling Chen can take good care of her. Xin Jing. What are Ling Chen's current circumstances? Hua Mingjiao exhaling. He was fired from his company last month. Right now, he is living in a cramped rental unit, 1 bedroom, 1 living room, less than 40 square meters. If Qian Qian didn't miss her dad so much, I really wouldn't want to send her there to suffer. Genjing clicking her tongue. Conditions that poor? Did you leave him any money? Hua Mingjiao. I left 60,000 RMB in the suitcase and told him it was for 3 months of living expenses. Do you think I gave too little? But I was afraid that if I gave too much at once, he would use the Qian Qian's dad title to develop improper thoughts and cling to me. Xinjing nodding in analysis. 20,000 a month, 10,000 for rent, 10,000 for food. He could live quite comfortably on that. For a basic standard of living, that's enough. Whether he can take good care of Qian Qian depends on his heart, not just money. Let us observe for a while. Forget 3 months, that 60,000 should ensure they live very well for at least the next month or two. Hua Mingjiao setting down her glass. No more drinking. I have to fly to the US tomorrow. My mother is preparing for surgery. This surgery is critical, a matter of life and death. Xinjing patting her shoulder. Don't worry, your mother will be fine. As for Qian Qian, don't worry too much. Ling Chen is her flesh and blood, her biological father. He would never treat his own child poorly. Hua Mingqiao stands up and puts on her coat to leave the bar. Inside her car, she stares out at the night through the window, muttering with a hint of regret. Hua Mingjiao. If only Ling Chen were a bit more outstanding and ambitious, then maybe I could actually consider being with him. But he's just too ordinary. The gap between us is truly too wide. In a few days, I'll ask Xinjing to go check on them. If things aren't perfect in the first 3 or 4 days, it's understandable. Scene shift. Midnight at Ling Chen's apartment. Lin Xiaoqian waking up groggily, rubbing her eyes and sobbing. Daddy, hicka. Ling Chen bolts upright instantly, turning on the nightlight. Qian Qian, what is wrong? Lin Xiaoqian with a long face. Daddy, I need to go to the bathroom. Ling Chen laughs, lifting her from the bed. Good girl, big girls don't wet the bed. Come, Daddy will take you. After taking care of business, Lin Xiaoqian crawls back into her father's warm embrace and sleeps soundly until morning. The next morning, sunlight streams through the curtains. Ling Chen opens his eyes to find his daughter already blinking at him. Lin Xiaoqian grinning. Daddy, I woke up before you. Mommy says babies who sleep early and wake up early are good babies. Ling Chen yawns, hugging her and kissing her cheek. Aha, our Qian Qian is definitely the best baby. Lin Xiaoqian nuzzling into his chest, her voice low. Daddy, I want to see you when I wake up, but I want to see Mommy too. Then I'll be even happier. Ling Chen gently patting her back. Qian Qian's mommy is very busy, sweetheart. Lin Xiaoqian. Daddy, I miss Mommy. I want to call her. Ling Chen coaxing. Good girl, you've only been with Daddy for 1 day. If I call now, Mommy will think Daddy is useless and doesn't know how to take care of you. Come on, let's get up, brush our teeth, have breakfast, and get ready to move to our new house. Lin Xiaoqian immediately forgets her sadness, clapping and cheering. Yay, new house, new house. After breakfast, Ling Chen quickly packs their belongings. By 9:00 am, the father and daughter have officially stepped into the luxury apartment at Z1. Ling Chen. Qian Qian, let us go to the big supermarket to shop. I'll buy lots of yummy food to stock up. I'll show off my skills and make something delicious for you at lunch. At the supermarket, Ling Chen fills a cart with necessities, food, and also toys and art supplies for his daughter. Back at the new house, Lin Xiaoqian opening a box of crayons. Daddy, I want to draw. I want to draw Daddy, Mommy, and the baby. Ling Chen setting out paper and crayons for her. Alright, little artist, let us begin. Lin Xiaoqian struggles to draw, her childish scribbles not resembling much of anything. Ling Chen sits down, takes her tiny hand in his, and patiently guides her through each stroke. System rings out again. Ding, Host-S painting skill has been activated and upgraded. Accumulate 10 hours of teaching drawing and your skill will reach the Grandmaster realm. 20 hours will reach the Great Grandmaster realm. Lian Ji thought and thinking in amazement. If I teach my daughter for just 10 hours, I'll reach the Grandmaster level in painting? This system is truly the ultimate life cheat. Lian Taiyu Thian cheering as a vivid family portrait appears on the paper. It is finished. Daddy, you re amazing. Will you teach me how to draw? Lian Ji thought and nodding. Of course. Besides drawing, is there anything else you want Daddy to teach you? Lian Taiyu Thian counting on her fingers. I want you to teach me drawing, singing, swimming. Oh, and I want you to teach me how to play football too. Lian Ji Thian laughing heartily. Aha, Thian, teaching you those things won't be a problem at all. But, would you like to try being the teacher and teach Daddy something instead? Thian stunned for a moment, then her eyes light up. Daddy, I know a little bit of English. I'll teach you English, Lan Jithan playing along enthusiastically. Alright, it's a deal. Lan Thian adopting the persona of strict teacher, making Lan Jithan fold his arms on the table. Student Lan Jithan, put your hands neatly right here. Class is about to start. To say hello in the morning, we say good morning. Out, repeat after the teacher. Lan Thian babbles through basic vocabulary with a very serious expression, acting like a little old lady. System notification. Ding, the host's foreign language skill has been activated. By studying with your child for just 3 hours, you will achieve native level proficiency in English. Subsequently, for every 3 hours spent teaching Lan Thian in a foreign language, you will automatically master a new language. There is no limit to the number of languages the system awards you like. Lan Thian tapping her crayon on the table. Student Lan Jithan, you aren't being serious. Little children who don't pay attention won't get a good student red flower sticker. Lan Jithan startled, he quickly straightens his back with a look of feigned remorse. Teacher Thian is right. Student Lan Jithan will definitely pay attention. Please continue the lesson, teacher. In less than half an hour, under the instruction of the tiny teacher, the most complex English grammar and vocabulary in the world automatically integrated into Lan Jithan's brain, allowing him to absorb a vast amount of knowledge that a normal person might not master in a lifetime. Lan Jithan looking at the clock. Teacher Thian, can we continue the lesson this afternoon? It's almost lunchtime. I need to go cook for the teacher. Lan Thian giggling, she jumps off the chair and into her father's arms. Daddy, school's out. Why aren't you calling me sweetheart anymore? I'm your sweetheart, right? Lan Jithan kissing her cheek. That's right. You will always be Daddy's #1 sweetheart. Just as the two were playing, Lan Jithan's phone rang. The screen displayed the name Hua Moen Ji Jiao. Lan Jithan's phone continues to ring. Seeing the familiar name, he answers with a slightly teasing tone. Lan Jithan. Hello? It's me. Didn't you say I shouldn't call unless it was something important? Where do you miss Thian already? Hua Moen Ji Jiao clearing her throat on the other end, trying to maintain a cold demeanor to hide her embarrassment. How is Thian? Is she behaving herself with you? Lan Jithan smiling at his daughter. She's doing great. Here, I'll let her talk to you. Lan Thian holding the phone with both hands against her ear, shouting excitedly. Hello, Mommy, where are you? I miss you so much. Hua Moen Ji Jiao, her voice immediately softening with tenderness. I miss you too, Thian. Are you having a good time at Daddy's house? Lan Thian nodding vigorously even though her mother couldn't see. Yes, Daddy's cooking is delicious, and he's so smart, super smart. Mommy, come over here soon so we can all sleep together tonight. That way, when I wake up, I can see both Mommy and Daddy at the same time. Hua Moen Ji Jiao, her proud face flushing crimson as she stammers. You silly girl, Lan Thian adding innocently. Mommy, at school, the other mom is called the dad as husband. You should call Daddy husband too. Lan Jithan, standing nearby, heard every word. His lip twitched, and he let out a dry cough to break the awkward atmosphere. Lan Jithan scratching his head. I am going to the bathroom for a moment. You two go ahead and talk. Lan Jithan stepped away. Once he was out of sight, Hua Moen Ji Jiao's voice turned serious. Hua Moen Ji Jiao. Thian, the relationship between Mommy and Daddy is a bit special. You absolutely must not say things like that anymore. Do you understand? Lan Thian pouting. Oh, okay. Hua Moen Ji Jiao with a hint of scrutiny and worry. Lan Thian, tell Mommy the truth. Are you happy being with Daddy? If you aren't, I'll have Auntie Thian come pick you up right away. Lan Thian protesting. Mommy, I'm not leaving. I like being with Daddy. Daddy is the best daddy in the whole world. Hua Moen Ji Jiao sighed softly on the other end. Biological ties were powerful indeed. In such a short time, Lan Jithan had completely won over the little girl's heart. Hua Moen Ji Jiao instructing. Alright. Mommy is a bit busy lately, so it might be a while before I can visit. While you're there, listen to your father, eat your meals properly, and don't be a picky eater, okay? Lan Thian beaming. Don't worry, Mommy, I'm a good girl. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Hua Moen Ji Jiao had just hung up with her daughter when she received a call from her father Thian's grandfather. Father Hua with a steady, authoritative voice. Mo and Ji Jiao, is Lan Taiyu Thian alright? Hua Mo and Ji Jiao. She's fine, Dad. Lan Ji Thian is her father, after all. She has become very close to him. Father Hua in a stern, warning tone. Lan Ji Thian is her father, I won't deny that. But you must maintain an absolute distance from him. You two belong to two different worlds. I don't mean to look down on him, but the difference in social status and perception is too great. Being with him will only cause you suffering. I believe you will find a more suitable partner in time. Hua Mo and Ji Jiao remained silent. The trauma from years ago had left a deep psychological shadow. She currently rejected men entirely and had no intention of marrying. Hua Mo and Ji Jiao changing the subject. Dad, if Mama's surgery is successful this time, can you both return home early? Will you take back control of the company? You originally said I'd only manage it for 3 to 5 months, but it has been over a year. You re not even 50 yet. Do you really want to retire this early? Father Hua sighing. I have no choice. Your mother's condition is serious. I must be by her side to care for her. You've proven that you can run the company very well. Try to manage for another 6 months. Once your mother recovers, I'll return. By then, Thian will be in kindergarten and I'll have more time to spend with her. Back at Lan Ji Thian's apartment. Lan Taiyu Thian tugging on Lan Ji Thian's shirt, her small face hesitant. Daddy, are you and Mommy divorced? Lan Ji Thian startled. Taiyu Thian, do you even know what divorce means? Lan Taiyu Thian blinking. I do. My friend Thian's parents at school are divorced. She cried and said her daddy abandoned her. Lan Ji Thian kneeling down and pulling her into a comforting hug. Silly girl, Mommy and Daddy will never abandon you. And we aren't divorced, so don't worry about that. He thought to himself, to get divorced, Hua Mo and Ji Jiao and I would have had to get married first. Lan Ji Thian taking out paper and a pen. Taiyu Thian, do you know how to write your name yet? Come here, Daddy will teach you. He took the pen and meticulously wrote the 3 characters Lan Taiyu Thian with perfect alignment. He then held his daughter's hand, guiding her through each stroke. System, the familiar sound chimed. Ding, the host's calligraphy skill has been activated. Practicing writing with your child for 10 hours will reach master level, 20 hours will reach grandmaster level. Lan Ji Thian smiling proudly. So teaching her to write increases my skill too. Excellent. Lan Taiyu Thian holding the pen with trembling hands and drawing a few lines, her face scrunched up in concentration. Daddy, my name has too many strokes. It's too hard to write. Can I change my name to Lam Wei? Wei is just one straight line. Lan Ji Thian laughing at her cleverness. No, you can't. We can't give up just because of a little difficulty. My Thian is the best. Don't rush, Daddy will definitely teach you. Lan Ji Thian patiently tutored her for another half hour. For a child just over 2 years old, sitting still for that long was already quite a feat. Lan Ji Thian. Taiyu Thian, what do you want to do this afternoon? Lan Taiyu Thian jumping up and down. Daddy, I want to go to the amusement park. Mommy took me last time and it was so much fun. Lan Ji Thian. Alright, but let's make a deal, we'll only play for a little while. If we stay too long, you'll be too tired to study. An hour later, they arrived at the city's largest amusement park. Lan Taiyu Thian pointing toward the glittering carousel. Daddy, I want to ride that. Lan Ji Thian lifted her onto a white wooden horse and told her to hold on tight. As the melodious music began, the carousel started to spin. Lan Ji Thian testing the system. System, does this count as horseback riding? System. Host, this can be grudgingly considered riding. Same rules apply, it must be maintained for over 5 minutes to take effect. Sure enough, the ride lasted exactly 3 minutes before stopping. The system remained silent, and no points were added. Lan Ji Thian could only chuckle. Lan Taiyu Thian. Daddy, let's go to the bumper cars. They sat in a red bumper car. Lan Ji Thian stepped on the gas, and the car zoomed off amidst his daughter's bright laughter. System notification. Ding, the hostess driving skill is being enhanced. Accumulating 10 hours will reach master level. 20 hours will reach great grandmaster level. Lan Ji Thian swerving to avoid another car, a smirk on his face. This is great, who knew playing bumper cars with my daughter could turn me into a pro racer? After playing until late afternoon, Lan Ji Thian carried his daughter out and hailed a taxi home. Lan Ji Thian sitting in the taxi, stroking his chin and thought. I need to find a way to make money. If I grind my painting and calligraphy skills to the peak, they'll definitely be worth a fortune, but my levels aren't high enough yet. Cooking. I have no interest in being someone as chef. Professional racing or football doesn't seem practical right now either. Currently, the easiest way to make immediate cash is to leverage my fairy tale storytelling and English skills. Upon returning home, after dinner and coaxing Lian Taiyuth to sleep with a new story, Lian Jitha opened his laptop to look for work. Lian Jitha browsing freelance job boards. Document translation. With my current language level, I can finish this technical document in a few hours. The fee is 5,000 RMB, not bad. Let's give it a shot. With the support of the system's native level English and his enhanced typing speed from his improved physique, Lian Jitha finished the translation at a staggering pace. He immediately emailed his work. 2 minutes later, client Dayu bot messaging back via chat, sounding shocked. My god, that fast? I thought you used Google Translate at first, but after a quick read, the accuracy and professional terminology are perfect. I've definitely encountered a master. Big brother, your translation is superb. We will transfer the payment immediately. Are you interested in a long-term collaboration with our company? Lian Jitha typing back. I only want freelance work for some short-term pocket money. Send the tasks over. If the price and time frame are right, I'll take them. Dayu Ban. Big brother, I have 3 extremely urgent orders with high difficulty that no one dares to touch. If you can do them, the pay will be higher than usual. Lian Jitha. Send them over for me to see. After reviewing the 3 documents, Lian Jitha quickly negotiated. These 3 manuscripts have very difficult technical terms. I request a 10 increase in compensation. If you agree, I'll take all 3. Dayu Ban. Deal, take all 3. How long do you think you'll need? Lian Jitha. No problem. Just wait for the delivery. 2 days later, a total of 21,000 RMB in translation fees landed in Lian Jitha's account. He deeply felt the truth knowledge is power. During those 2 days, Lian Jitha continued learning languages through Lian Taiyuth's teacher role play. As a result, he successfully unlocked and achieved fluency in both French and German. Meanwhile, at Lian Jitha's old, cramped apartment in the slums, a stylish young woman wearing sunglasses was knocking on a door. This was Tha Tai and Huamo Wenji Jiao's best friend. Neighbor opening the door to peek out. Are you looking for young Lian Ji? Tha Tai and H. Has. Are you his neighbor? How is Lian Taiyuth doing here? I've come to visit her. Neighbor. You've got the wrong idea. Young Lian Ji doesn't live here anymore. He moved out with his daughter 2 days ago. Tha Tai and H stunned. Move? To where? Aber. I wouldn't know. I just saw them calling a moving truck. Tha Tai and H quickly pulled out her phone and called Huamo Wenji Jiao. Tha Tai and H. Moen Ji Jiao. Lian Jitha moved. Didn't he tell you anything? Huamo Wenji Jiao surprised. No. Before I left, I told him not to call unless it was an emergency. Wait a moment, I'll call and ask him. Huamo Wenji Jiao immediately dialed Lian Jitha's number. Lian Jitha answering. Hello? Huamo Wenji Jiao in an interrogating tone. Lian Jitha, where did you move to? My friend went to visit Thian and the neighbor said you were gone. Lian Jitha calmly. I moved to the Ziyuan district, South Building 5, room 2001. Don't worry, Thian is my daughter. I would never mistreat her. Huamo Wenji Jiao silent for a few seconds. Have you done a DNA test yet? Lian Jitha. Taiyuth looks exactly like me, and I trust that you aren't so bored that you bring someone else's child to me to raise as my own. With your status, you have a line of people ready to play father. Here, I'll let Thian talk to you. Lian Jitha put the phone on speaker and handed it to his daughter. Lian Jitha. Thian, how have you felt staying with Daddy these past few days? Do you want to keep staying here? Lian Taiyuth shouting joyfully into the phone. Of course I do, Mommy, let me tell you, Daddy is amazing, he's a real superhero. Huamo Wenji Jiao softening her voice. And what makes your superhero so great? Lian Taiyuth proudly counting on her fingers. He's good at everything. He teaches me to sing, draw, write, and he tells me stories. He knows so many wonderful fairy tales. Huamo Wenji Jiao was stunned. She hadn't expected Lian Jitha to be so meticulous in caring for the girl. Huamo Wenji Jiao. Tha Tai and H will be over at Ziyuan to find you both shortly. Let her in so she can take some photos of your living situation. It'll give me peace of mind. Lan Ji Than. Fine, tell her to come over. Less than 30 minutes later, Than Tanh drove up to the luxury apartment in Ziwan district. Looking at the exterior, she couldn't help but mutter, Than Tanh. This area isn't bad at all. I recall the rent here is quite steep. How can Lan Ji Than afford this? She walked up to room 2001 and pressed the doorbell. The doorbell rang. Lan Ji Than opened it to find Than Hua Mo and Shi Jiao's fashionably dressed best friend. Lan Ji Than smiling politely, holding the door open. Hello. You must be Than. Please, come in. Lan Than running out from inside, hugging Than's leg. Auntie Tanh, you came to see me, haha. Than picking her up and kissing her cheek. Than, Auntie Tanh missed you to death. Lan Ji Than pointing to the coffee table. Since it's your first time here, I bought some fruit. There are some blueberries Than likes. Make yourself at home. Than nodding, she carried Than inside. Her sharp eyes scanned the apartment. The space was incredibly spacious, with a sophisticated design and eco-friendly furniture. Most notably, it was spotless. While it couldn't compare to Hua Mo and Ji Jiao's extravagant villa, these living conditions in Ziwan were already top tier. Than lowering her voice to pro. Lan Ji Than, can I take a quick tour and snap some photos? Mo and Ji Jiao is very worried. She wants to see Than's environment. Lan Ji Than nodding casually. Sure, take as many as you like. Than went into each room, carefully taking photos before returning to the living room. Than. Lan Ji Than, the rent for this place can't be cheap, can it? Lan Ji Than brewing tea for his guests. It's alright. 15,000 RMB a month. Than frowning slightly. That is quite expensive. That's 60,000 RMB. Mo and Ji Jiao left for you should use it to pay the rent. After all, it's the living expenses she provided for you and Than. Lan Ji Than shaking his head, his tone calm but firm. Please take that money back to Mo and Ji Jiao for me when you leave. Than is my biological daughter. Taking care of her myself is my responsibility and duty as a father. I can earn enough to provide for her. She doesn't need to spend her money on this. Than stunned for a moment, her gaze toward Lan Ji Than shifting slightly. You really don't want it? Fine, I won't take it back though. You can return it to her yourself. I am sure she'll visit Than soon anyway. Lan Ji Than checking the time. It's almost noon. Why don't you stay for lunch? Than about to refuse. No need for the trouble, I'll just take Than out to eat. Lan Than shaking her head vigorously, clinging to Than's neck. Auntie Tanh, I don't want to eat out. Restaurant food isn't as good as Daddy's. Daddy's cooking is #1 in the world. Lan Ji Than laughing. If you don't mind, please stay. Play with her for a while. I'll have lunch ready in about 40 or 50 minutes. With that, Lan Ji Than turned and headed into the kitchen. Over the past few days, thanks to his daily cooking and cleaning, his skills had accumulated over a decade of experience, officially putting him in the ranks of high-level executive chefs. 40 minutes later, a tantalizing aroma wafted from the kitchen into the living room, making Than's mouth water. Her eyes lit up. Lan Ji Than placing the final dish on the table. It's ready. Wash your hands and let us eat. The table was set with 5 savory dishes and a soup. Each dish was glossy, colorful, and fragrant, resembling a work of art from a Michelin star restaurant. Lan Than holding her small spoon, cheering. Wow, Daddy, I want a piece of that meat. Lan Ji Than placing a piece of tender meat into his daughter's bowl. Here you go, sweetheart. Than taking a bite of the steamed fish. Her eyes immediately widened. The fish was melt in her mouth, tender, the seasoning perfectly balanced. It was an explosion of flavor. My God, Lan Ji Than, your cooking is 80 streets ahead of Hua Mo and Ji Jiao's. This taste, you could easily be a head chef at a 5-star hotel. Lan Ji Than smiling modestly. It's decent. If you like it, you and Mo and Ji Jiao are welcome to come over for a meal whenever you're free. Than nodding while eating heartily. Mo and Ji Jiao is my best friend. It's hard to get me to say good things about you unless you cook like this every day. The meal passed quickly. Than ate until she was stuffed, completely losing her usual refined image. Lan Ji Than cleaning up the dishes, casually asking. In exchange for the meal, can I ask you something? thought N leaning back, rubbing her full stomach. Sure, ask away. Lan Chi thought is gay searching. Has Hua Mo and Ji Jiao been with anyone else these past 3 years? I mean, if she has someone she loves, I'll take the initiative to keep my distance and not interfere with her life. Thought N pausing, looking at Lan Ji thought for a moment before sighing. Because that meal was so incredible, I'll tell you the truth. There is no one. After what happened with you 3 years ago, Mo and Ji Jiao was left with a heavy psychological shadow. She is extremely repulsed by men. Forget dating, she finds it hard to even have a man touch her hand. Even though you're Thien's father, trying to pursue her, I am afraid it'll be harder than climbing to heaven. Lan Chi thought and his lips curled into a slight smile as he nodded. Thank you for the information. In the afternoon, after putting Lan Thien down for a nap, thought N left the apartment. She immediately got into her car and called Hua Mo and Ji Jiao to report. Thought N excitedly. Mo and Ji Jiao, we were worried for nothing. Thien is living better with Lan Ji Thien than she was at your place. The apartment he is renting is high and very spacious, clean, and safe. Hua Mo and Ji Jiao on the other end, letting out a sigh of relief. That's good. Did he take the money I left? Thought N. He flatly refused. He said taking care of his own daughter is his responsibility and he doesn't need your money. Besides, Lan Ji Thien's cooking, oh my god, it is on a galactic level. He fed me so much I can't even stand up. When your father investigated him before, did he somehow miss the fact that he has a secret master chef? Hua Mo and Ji Jiao surprised. Master chef? My father's report didn't mention anything about cooking talent. Maybe it is an innate gift? If they're living well, then I am relieved. That evening, after bathing and putting his daughter to sleep, Lan Ji Thien sat at his desk with a determined look. Lan Ji Thien. Physique and cooking are enough for now. Telling stories to Thien these last 2 days has brought my fairy tale writing skill to the master level. It is time to use it to make some money. He opened his laptop and registered an author account on the country's largest children's literature platform, Dongxing page, under the pen name Lin Yu. Within a few hours, with dozens of brilliant story ideas flooding his mind, Lan Ji Thien's fingers flew across the keyboard. He quickly finished a fairy tale and hit publish. At the Dongxing page headquarters, Ha, editor-in-chief of Dongxing page, rubbing his temples as he prepared to leave, received a message from a subordinate. Editor Suzu. Chief, I just found gold. A new author named Lin Yu just posted. The story is shockingly good. This is definitely a divine herb that comes once in 1,000 years. This plot could be passed down for centuries. Half doubting, he opened his laptop. After 10 lines, his eyes widened. By the time he finished, he had goosebumps. Incredible. Put this on the front page recommendation list immediately. Don't let this author slip away to another platform. Immediately placed Lin Yu's story in the most prominent spot on the site. Engagement exploded, views surged to 50,000 in the blink of an eye, and the comment section was flooded with praise. At home, seeing the positive results, Lan Ji typed out 8 more stories and uploaded them. The entire Dongxing page editorial office stayed up all night. And sending a private message to Lin Yu. Greetings, Great Master Lin Yu. I am Hien, editor-in-chief of Dongxing page. Your work has caused a massive sensation. Currently, a publisher wants to buy the rights to your 10 fairy tales for 680,000 RMB. Would you be interested in selling? Lan Ji typing back. I don't want to sell the rights outright yet. I have many more stories I want to publish. What kind of exclusive contract can Dongxing page offer me? Overjoyed. Wait a moment, Master. I'll speak with the CEO right now. An hour later, and send an electronic contract file. Hien. Master, our CEO wants to show maximum sincerity. In addition to the highest profit-sharing tier Platinum, we will immediately grant you a 300,000 RMB signing bonus. Does that work for you? Lan Ji smirking. Works for me, let us sign. Less than an hour after signing the electronic contract, 300,000 RMB was deposited directly into Lan Ji Thien's bank account. His financial worries were officially resolved. The next morning, Lan Ji took Lan Thien out. Now that he had money, he decided to buy a car to make transporting his daughter easier. The two of them sat in the brand new car as Lan Ji carefully steered it out of the showroom. The system chimed, indicating his driving skill was continuing to accumulate. Lan Thien sitting neatly in her car seat in the back, swinging her legs. Daddy, where are we going now? Lan Ji to the supermarket. Now that we have our own car, it's easier to bring groceries home. While strolling through the supermarket, Lan Ji Tha N's phone rang. The screen displayed Mom. Lan Ji Tha N answering. Hello, Mom. Mother Lan Ji Tra N Meyer voice full of worry. Son, I heard from Roman 6 in the next village. You were fired from that city company last month, weren't you? Why didn't you tell us you lost your job? Roman 6's mother just came over. She said she was concerned for you, but she was really just bragging about her son being more successful than you. Lan Ji Tha N chuckling. Mom, ignore what people say. We just need to live our own lives. Mother Lan Ji. If you lost your job, do you have any money left? Don't suffer alone. I still have a bit in my account. I'll have your father withdraw our savings and send it to you tonight. Lan Ji Tha N feeling a lump in his throat. Mom, I'm not short on money. Actually, when Dad gets back from the fields, call me on video. I have a very important report for the two supreme leaders. Mother Lan Ji, her voice suddenly turning excited. An important report? Son, do you have a girlfriend? Good, I'll call you as soon as he gets back. That night, Lan Ji Tha N sat with Taiyu Thien in front of the phone camera and accepted the video call from his parents back in the village. Mother Lan Ji, her face appeared on screen, beaming, with Father Lan Ji Hai leaning in beside her. Son, well, where is she? Let's see our future daughter-in-law. Lan Ji Tha N smiling mysteriously, turning the camera toward Lan Taiyu Thien, who was hugging a teddy bear. Mom, Dad, I have a surprise even bigger than a girlfriend for you. Thien, come say hello to Grandma and Grandpa. Lan Taiyu Thien waving politely, her voice sweet. Hello, Grandpa. Hello, Grandma. On the other side of the screen, Lan Ji Hai and Tra and Mike completely froze. They stared at the doll-like little girl, their brains temporarily stalling. Lan Taiyu Thien seeing the silent screen, pouting sadly. Daddy, they aren't saying anything. Do they not like me? Tra and Mei finally snapping out of it, shouting through the screen. Good girl, Grandma's precious girl. I'm so sorry. I was just so shocked I couldn't speak. I like you very, very much. Why come visit? I'll buy you all sorts of treats, okay? Lan Ji Hai's face red with excitement. Yes, Grandpa will buy you things too. Lan Ji Tha, you little rascal. What is the meaning of this? Lan Ji Tha calmly explaining. Her name is Lan Taiyu Thien. 3 years ago, due to an accident, her mother got pregnant but kept it from me. A week ago, she got busy with work and brought her to find me. She is 100 your biological granddaughter. Mother Lan Ji crying and laughing at once. Good heavens, why didn't you say so sooner? Tomorrow, right, tomorrow, we were going to the city to see her. Wait, son, have you and her mother registered your marriage yet? What is her family like? Even if we have to sell the land, we'll make sure the dowry is taken care of. Lan Ji thought in between laughter and tears. Mom, it's not that simple. Her mother is Hua Mo and Chi Chiao. She doesn't have anyone else, but her family's wealth, at a modest estimate, it's over 10 billion RMB. She definitely doesn't need our money. Lan Ji Tha's parents were speechless for a second time. Lan Ji Tha, just send me your ID numbers. I'll buy the plane tickets for you. Just head to the airport tomorrow, ask the staff if you get confused. We'll talk more once you get here. The next morning, Lan Ji Tha drove his new car back home with Lan Taiyu Thien. As the car slowly rolled into the Z1 apartment parking garage, Lan Taiyu Thien looking out the window, suddenly tapping the glass. Daddy, stop, I see Mommy's car. Lan Ji Tha braking gently, looking where she pointed. Taiyu Thien, are you sure? Other people can have the same car as Mommy. Lan Taiyu Thien nodding firmly. I am sure that's definitely Mommy's car. She's here to see me. Lan Ji Tha looking at the supercar parked in the corner, his lips curving slightly. Hua Mo and Ji Jiao came to visit without a word. Is she trying to surprise us, or is she trying to catch me off guard to see how I'm taking care of the girl? He steered the car into a parking spot, a trace of anticipation rising in his heart. In the Z1 luxury parking garage, just as Lan Ji Tha finished parking, his phone rang. The screen displayed Hua Mo and Ji Jiao. Lan Ji Tha answering. Hello? Hua Mo and Ji Jiao sounding somewhat impatient. Lan Ji Tha, where are you and Thien? I am standing outside your apartment and no one is answering the door. Lan Ji Tha smiling, glancing at his daughter in the mirror. Give me a minute. We're in the garage. Later. We just got back from the supermarket. We're in the parking garage now and we'll be up in a second. A few minutes later, the elevator doors slide open. Hua Mong Jiao stands before room 2001, dressed in an elegant professional gown. Her expression is haughty, yet her eyes betray a clear sense of anticipation. Lan Tevin spotting her mother, she lets go of her father's hand and rushes forward like a whirlwind. Mommy, mommy, Hua Mom Jiao crouching down, she opens her arms wide to pull her little darling into a tight embrace, inhaling the sweet scent of the child's hair. My Tevin, mommy missed you so much, Lan Tevin wrapping her arms around her mother's neck and nuzzling her cheek. Mommy, do you miss daddy? Daddy said he misses you very, very much. Langman, standing behind them carrying grocery bags, nearly chokes on his own breath. He stares at his daughter in disbelief, screaming internally, good heavens, when did I ever say I missed her? This little girl really knows how to sell her father out. Hua Mom Jiao lifting her clear, sharp eyes to shoot Langman a glare, her ears flushing slightly despite her cold exterior. Mommy has been very busy lately, be a good girl, Tevin. Ivy dropped by to visit for a moment, but then I have to head back to the office to handle some business. Lan Tevin, her face falls instantly as she clings to her mother's sleeve. Mommy, please don't go. I want to sleep with both you and daddy tonight. Hua Mom Jiao pained, she strokes the child's head. Be good, Tevin. Listen to mommy. Let us go inside first. Once inside, Hua Mom Jiao tells Tevin to go play with her toys in the corner of the living room, then signals Langman to step out onto the balcony for a private word. Hua Mom Jiao crossing her arms and looking Langman directly in the eye. Langman, the rent in this area isn't cheap. Your previous salary wasn't high and you likely didn't save much before you were laid off. Why are you being so stubborn about refusing the 60,000 yuan I left you? Langman calmly. Tevin is my biological daughter. It is only natural that I strive to provide her with the best living conditions. I am perfectly capable of supporting her on my own. I don't need your money. Hua Mom Jiao frowning, assuming he is just being prideful. Langman, you've worked hard taking care of Tevin. I have the financial means, so it is only right that I provide child support. If 20,000 a month isn't enough, how about I increase it to 50,000? I had you investigated before you took her away. Before you were fired, you only made a few thousand a month. Where exactly is this money to support her coming from? Langman chuckling with a relaxed confidence. Wang Jiao, everyone has their secrets. Just as I didn't know you were the heiress to the incredibly wealthy Hua family. According to Tevin, you even have your own private jet. Hua Mom Jiao explaining with slight embarrassment. My health was very poor when I was pregnant with her. Commercial flights weren't safe. After she was born, traveling with a baby on public flights was even more inconvenient. So, I bought a small jet for private use. Regardless, just take the money. Langman changing the subject, his tone becoming more serious. Let us set the money aside for a moment. I have a very important matter to discuss with you. Suppose I marry another woman in the future, can Tevin continue to live with me? Hua Mom Jiao instantly protesting, her eyes sharpening. Absolutely not. Tevin is my daughter, she must live with me. I will devote myself entirely to her. If she stays with you and you get married, she'll have to live with a stepmother. I will never accept that. Langman nodding. Fair enough. So, what if the roles were reversed and you were the one getting married? It's fine for men to marry later, but if a woman finds a suitable partner, she should have a family. When you have a new husband, do you intend for Tevin to live with a stepfather? Hua Mom Jiao firmly. I have absolutely no intention of getting married. Having Tevin is more than enough for me. Langman seizing the opportunity. Then let us make a deal. Whoever gets married first loses custody of Tevin. Do you agree? Hua Mom Jiao, that's fair. I agree. Langman taking a step forward, looking deep into her eyes. Mom Jiao, since neither of us plans to marry anyone else, why don't we just register our marriage with each other? Hua Mom Jiao startled, she recoils and stares at him. Are you crazy? Langman raising a hand to interrupt, his voice low and rational. Listen to me. Tevin is an incredibly bright child and much more perceptive than her peers. She is already starting to ask if her parents are divorced. If she grows up and discovers her parents were never married when they had her, she might think she was just an accident, not the fruit of her parents' love. For a sensitive child, that is a deep psychological wound. Hua Mom Jiao freezes, her eyes wavering violently. She looks toward her daughter playing happily and her heart suddenly tightens. Langman continuing. Rest assured, even if we register the marriage, it will be a separate lives arrangement. I won't touch a single cent of your assets. We can go to a notary to make our premarital assets transparent. After we marry, your money remains yours. This union is purely to give Tevin a complete family status on paper. Hua Mom Jiao lowering her head in thought. Langman was right. If she didn't plan on marrying anyone else, a marriage certificate wouldn't change her life, but it would protect her daughter's childhood. Fine. We do as you say, notarize the assets first, then register the marriage. But I am warning you, if you ever fall for someone else and want to pursue them, you must divorce me first. There will be absolutely no affairs during this marriage, it would ruin my reputation and T-Theen asks. Langman smiling. Of course. I expect the same from you. It's only fair. So, when are you free? Hua Mong Jiao pulling out her phone. Let me call Fan Tin to come watch T-Theen. I'll head home this afternoon to get my household registry and then we'll go finish the paperwork. While waiting for Fan Tin to arrive, Fan T-Theen running out of the room with a piece of paper. Mommy, look, this is my name. Daddy taught me how to write it. Hua Mong Jiao taking the paper and seeing the name Lan T-Theen written in shaky but clear strokes, she praises her in surprise. My T-Theen is so talented, you can write your own name already? Lan T-Theen propping her nose up proudly. Daddy taught me. Daddy is the best. Mommy, he teaches me how to write, draw, sing, play soccer, and even speaks English with me. Hearing her daughter chatter on with praise for Langman, Mong Jiao feels a surge of bitterness mixed with jealousy. She had raised this girl for over 2 years, yet after just a few days with her father, the child idolized him like a hero. Hua Mong Jiao feigning a frown and pinching her daughter's cheek gently. You little traitor, mommy worked so hard to raise you for so long, and now you retaking your father's side over mine? Lan T-Theen quickly hugging her mother and planting a kiss on her cheek. No, I am not. I love mommy the most. Hee. The little girl then blinks innocently at Hua Mong Jiao. Mommy, does daddy ever kiss you? The innocent question makes Hua Mong Jiao's face turn as red as a tomato. Just then, the doorbell rings. Fan Tin has arrived. Langman. Mong Jiao, Fan Tin, you two stay for lunch. My fridge only has enough for 2, so I'll run down to the market to grab some fresh ingredients. You all chat while I'm gone. With that, Langman grabs his wallet and leaves. He returns nearly an hour later and heads straight into the kitchen. The rhythmic sound of chopping fills the air. Before long, a lavish feast with a mouth-watering aroma is set upon the table. Fan Tin's staring at the table, swallowing hard. Wow, looks like I came at the perfect time. Langman, why do I feel like the food you cooked this time looks and smells even better than the other day? Lan T-Theen clapping her hands. See, Auntie Tin, T-Theen didn't lie, daddy's cooking is the best in the whole world. Hua Mong Jiao sitting down, she takes a bite of stir-fried pork with mushrooms. Her cold eyes widen instantly, her chopsticks freezing in midair. This flavor was truly beyond imagination. Fan Tin teasing as she eats. Langman, be honest. You were holding back when you treated me last time, weren't you? That was delicious, but compared to this, it's on a completely different level. Langman chuckling softly as he removes his apron. I was in a rush last time, so I just cooked normally. I had more time today to be meticulous. Hua Mong Jiao finishing her meal and setting down her chopsticks, her gaze toward Langman having shifted completely. Langman, your skill is extraordinary. You want to open a high-end restaurant? I can provide the capital. With this talent, you would certainly make a fortune. Langman shaking his head without hesitation. I have no intention of doing that. Your company is demanding and you are constantly flying around. If I open a restaurant and get buried in work, who will be there to care for and accompany T-Theen? Money can be made anytime, but T-Theen's childhood passes day by day. I don't want to miss it. Hearing these sincere words, Hua Mong Jiao's frozen heart skips a beat. She lowers her head and speaks softly. Thank you, and I'm sorry for having been so prejudiced against you before. Langman. No need for apologies. Taking care of T-Theen is my happiness. After lunch, Langman and Hua Mong Jiao change clothes to head out. Fan Tin stays behind to do the dishes and play with T-Theen. Lan T-Theen running to the door, her eyes blinking with curiosity. Where are you guys going? Are you going on a date like the people on TV? Hua Mong Jiao flustered, her face flushing again. We just going to handle some errands. Langman patting his daughter's head, playing along. That's right. Mommy and daddy have to go on dates so our family stays happy, right? Stay home and be good for Auntie Tin. We'll be back soon. Hua Mong Jiao glares at him but doesn't argue. They head down to the parking garage. Hua Mong Jiao, my car is parked outside the complex. Let's take yours. Langman, alright, get in. The two stop by the notary office to sign the asset agreement before heading straight to the Civil Affairs Bureau. The process is swift. The staff takes their photo. Langman wears a white shirt and a bright smile, while Hua Mong Jiao, though still maintaining her regal and cold demeanor, has a much softer look in her eyes. Soon, 2 crisp red booklets titled Marriage Certificate are resting in their hands. On the drive back, Langman suddenly pulls over in front of a flower shop. Hua Mong Jiao confused. What are you stopping for? Langman unbuckling his seatbelt. To buy you a bouquet. We used the date excuse to get out of the house, didn't we? We can't exactly go back empty-handed. Don T underestimate Tien just because she ass very sharp. He steps out of the car, leaving Huamong Jiao sitting inside. Her heart flutters at the man's thoughtfulness. When they return home, the door opens immediately. Lan Tien skipping out to meet them. We back, did you have a fun day? Did daddy kiss mommy? Her eyes instantly land on the vibrant bouquet of roses in her mother's arms. Lan Tien eyes shining, pointing. Wow, pretty flowers. Daddy, did you give those to mommy? Langman picking his daughter up and planting a loud kiss on her cheek. I did. I gave flowers to mommy, but Tien will always be daddy's most precious treasure too. The living room is filled with the bright laughter of a child. Huamong Jiao clutches the flowers to her chest, watching the two of them play. A radiant, breathtaking smile unconsciously graces her lips. A family of three. Perhaps it wasn't a bad idea after all.